Okay, I'm getting ready to redo the O-ring on my Vickers power steering pump on my GM 4106 bus. Got this jug set up here to catch the oil. I'm going to break that line and let it dribble down into there. And then I'm going to get after the leak. Hey, look at that funnel placement. Catching both drips there. Small wins. Okay, I stuck a C-clamp on here, kind of blocking that hole so that thing doesn't come flying out of there when I pop that pin out. So as you drive that pin out, if you leave that your punch in there, it'll as you pass that through the hole, if you leave it in there, it'll retain the piston or the cap underneath there as it tries to spring out. So that's the freaking cap that came out of there, and as you can see, that O-ring does not fill the groove, but it's not nicked or boogered up in any way. You know, some people mentioned some concerns about that. I don't feel any issues there. So I got these fatter O-rings. I'm looking at this and thinking, wow, I wonder if I should try and cram a skinnier backing O-ring in there or something to try and fill that gap. Those O-rings I got from Luke, they're not really any fatter. They're not going to fill that groove either. All right, this is what I've settled on after consultation with a couple people. I got Luke's O-ring in there on the side that's towards the pump, and then I got a skinny one in there kind of next to it back there to try and hold it to one side. So we'll see what that does. All right, I'm going to try and film this as I'm installing this. I put some Vaseline on the little guy here to give it some lube going in. Just a little bit around the O-ring. So what I want to do is I want to start this going in here. So I'm going to use this to hold. I'm going to use this to hold that down once I get it in there far enough, if I can. Okay, let's get that centered in there. Don't want to rip it. Come on, get in there nice. Further, come on. Nope. It's not going in all the way. I think I gotta do something here. Hold on. O-rings still look okay after a trip in and out of there. I guess so. Okay, so this thing here, oh, that fell. Hold on, the camera fell. Looking at the right thing here? Okay, so okay, I gotta make sure this plunger is gonna go all the way in properly and not get held up, okay. Because if that gets rotated incorrectly, it doesn't wanna go all the way down in there. So it did. I'm gonna try again. Gotta get this in position. Gently push that in. I'm having trouble getting that in there all the way. Only wants to go that far and then stop, and that's not far enough. It's got to get down there. Okay, I need an assistant. Okay, I got a helper coming, but I'm gonna try solo again here. Get a screwdriver in here to press harder with. Everything's all slimy with Vaseline. No, it's still not going down in there far enough. Why not? What's going on here? So I'm having trouble getting this thing to go down in here as far as it should. This is spring loaded. This thing is on a spring. And so what you don't want to have happen is you don't want to have that thing come flying out of there if we don't secure it properly. So there's a hole over here on this side that this has got to go in, this guy.
Pin?
Yep. To hold it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and push this down in here again. It's not going in all the way like it should. This is all slimy. Here, wipe that off for me.
The handle?
Yes.
Why is it slimy?
From Vaseline. I put Vaseline on this. Don't be afraid to grab it. Okay, so I gotta get this to where it's going down in there good. Okay, so that just went down in there like it should. So now I'm gonna take and put this on there and try and shove it down in there. It's gotta be concentric, going in the hole nice. Then I need that. It's still all slimy. See, it's not freaking doing it. What's going on here? We'll go in past this point. Is it because the O-ring is too big? Is it like coming up on a stop in there where it gets... Well, that was interesting. Okay, let's see what just happened here. Is this clear now? Oh, it's clear. I got it down in there. Okay, so it just needed some extra force, I guess. I hope I didn't damage anything doing that. So Now what we're gonna do is you're just gonna come over here around this side. And you're gonna just kind of take this and push up like this. So you can feel this moving that piston under there. So just kind of hold it up like this. Just about like that. You got it? Okay. So you're holding that down so that when I drive this in, that it'll clear that piston in there. Give it a little extra crank up, if you can, just a little bit. Did you?
Like pushed up, yeah.
So now I'm coming up against you. Go ahead and let it drive you out.
Go pushing.
Go ahead and pull your thing out. There, it's in.
Put it.
That is it.
Nice.
Yep. I gotta fill the oil up and boom. Good to go here. Okay, I gotta hook the oil line back up. And we'll fill the oil. We took the bus for a test drive. We did a before and after photo of the power steering relief valve cap where I did the work. I'll show those pictures now. So I believe the problem is solved. It was a relatively short drive, but I do think that's better than it was. And I did develop another little issue. I mean, on these buses, man, there's always something, right? We drained all that nasty Arizona water out of our tanks and filled it up with fresh Oregon water. And my house water pump is just running on now instead of, it's pumping, but it's not shutting off. So I gotta Google that and see what the deal is. I've kind of been wanting to replace that thing, but wasn't planning on doing that right now when I just put 140 gallons of fresh in the tank. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's the end of the world. We're gonna be hooked up where we're going. But yeah. So that's that. Stay tuned for updates, and thanks for watching.